So what else is new? You know what? We've got Theory for the Road is going on sale. Now, I don't know if you know what that is. It's a theory course that I put together many years ago that the point was you could do it in your car if you wanted to. It's CDs, but now it's downloads because it's all mind games talking about memorizing music theory. It's very important that you have that right in your noggin. And we're going to do a little example of that in a little bit. But, it's like a three-semester theory course. If you went to JC College and took theory, geez. So I had one student that I know of, anyways, but he was the one that told me, he said, you know what, I did that, and I challenged a theory course and passed it. So, in college. So, I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. All right, this is taken from Theory for the Road. One of the things that you can do and you learn how to do in that program is little tricks so you can know the scale degrees of every key. All right. So when we first look at a scale, the scale goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and repeats, right? It goes whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Now, it's actually whole step, half step. That's called a tetrachord. And then it goes with another whole step in between it. So another whole step and then another tetrachord. So let me illustrate. A whole step, a whole step, a whole step, then a half step. So there's my tetrachord. My next tetrachord now starts here on D. So this is a tetrachord. All right. So that's just one little tidbit of information. Now, when we talk about the scale degrees, we've got 1 and 2. 2 is synonymous if you add 7. It's the ninth, okay? So if I said, what's the ninth of G? It's quite simple. You don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 9 is the same as 2, just an octave higher. So A is the ninth, okay? All right, so now what is the flat 9 of G? Well, the flat 9 is the flat 2, right? So that would be A flat. What is the sharp 9 of G? Okay? Use your guitar in your mind's eye, So there's the sharp 9, which is B flat. Now, is that the same as a minor third? Yes, it's like a minor third. But the difference is it would generally be an octave higher, and it would be stacked on top of the chord. So you'd get this sound. Okay. All right, so we want to know what the flat 9 is and the sharp 9 and the 9. And now we do want to know the third, right? So the third is pretty easy if you know your ABCs, right? So let's take the key of A. It goes A, B, C. We know it's some kind of C. Now we have to say to ourselves, is it C flat? Is it C sharp? Is it C natural? So now you have to say to yourself, is this third what?
Well, it's in there C flat.
Well, yeah, there is C flat. It's enharmonic with B. But, okay, we have to say to ourselves, is the third a whole step above the second? Okay? So we have to make it a whole step above the second. So you first count 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Now, is this C a whole step above the B? No, so it's got to be C sharp. Let's take another key, the key of D flat. All right, so D, E, F. Okay, so D flat, E flat, F. Okay, Now, is this a whole step above? Yes, it is. So we're golden. That's what the third is, okay? All right, so what's the 10th of the key of D flat? Well, the third plus the 7 is 10, right? So the difference is between a third and a 10th is this. Here's a D flat. A third is here. A 10th is here. This is like Blackbird. Okay, those are tenths. All right, now, how about a fourth? How do we find the fourth of a key? Well, instead of using our fingers, let's use the guitar neck. A fourth is always a same fret above on the next string. So I would say, okay, what is the fourth of B flat? I find a B flat, and I go, well, it's E flat, okay? So obviously it's very helpful to use your guitar in that case. Okay. Now, what is an 11? An 11 is 4 plus 7, so it's an octave higher. So the 11 of B flat is E flat. Okay, that would be, okay, like that. All right, now how do I find the fifth? Well, the fifth, you can go two ways. If I go like a power chord, there's my fifth. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's the fifth. I could go power chord like that, okay? Now, here's a tricky thing that's easy to do, and that is this. If F is the fifth of B flat, remember a fifth is an inverted fourth. So let me illustrate. So this is, here's B flat to F, that's a fifth. This B flat to F is a fourth. So the fifth of any chord or any note that is on this string, the fifth is below. It's a fourth below, which is a fifth above. So if I go backwards, that'll tell me what the fifth is. So if I want to know, hey, what is the fifth of G flat? Okay, here's a G flat. The fifth of G flat is, D flat. Okay. Got it? Or I could go this way. So whatever is easiest for you to think of. All right, so now once we have the 5, okay, here I am in the key of G flat. Let's move now to the key of A. So E is the fifth of A. So it's a fourth above this A, or, excuse me, a fifth above this A, or a fourth below this A. So now if I say, what is the flat 5? Use your guitar in your mind. The flat 5 is E flat, okay? What is the sharp 5? F. Okay? So, when I could test myself, I might want to go, the root of A is A. The flat 9 of A is B flat. The 9th is B. The sharp 9 is C. The 11th or 4th is D. The flat 5 is E flat. The 5th is E. The sharp 5 is F. Okay. All right, now let's go up to the top here. How do I find the 7th? All right, the 7th in your mind, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's a half step below the root, right? So if this is A, The 7th is G sharp. Okay, very easy, right? Remember, you can't call this A flat in the key of A. You call it G sharp because it has to have the letter note. The letter note of G whatever, okay? G something, G sharp, okay? So whenever you're trying to find the 7th, go down a half step from the root. So what's the 7th of D? C sharp. Easy, right? Half step below the root. Okay. Now, what's the flat 7? Flat 7's easy too. It's a whole step below the root. What's the flat 7 of E? It's got to be a D, right? D. Right. Okay. So, key of E, D sharp. So it's just a whole step below. So you want to play little mind games, and this theory for the road will help you do that. Now, the very last thing is the 6th. The 6 plus the 7, 6 plus 7 is, what is that, Wes?
13.
Very good. See, you went to school. So the 13 is the same as the 6. How do I find the 6? Is it easier to count up? Or is it easier to count down? It's very easy to count down, right? So you go down the scale instead of up the scale. So A, G sharp, S sharp. Okay? So that's my 13th. What's the difference? Here's the 6th. 13th's way up here. 6 plus 7. So, there's a 13. Okay? Now, if I say, what note is this relative to the key? Remember, F sharp, a minor third above is going to give me the root. Okay? So, if F sharp is the 13th, what's the root? A. Okay? If B is the 13, what's the root? D. Simple, kind of. All right, those little tricks, and if you could take a key and just try to do all of those intervals, I think it makes the guitar, it opens up chords and all that stuff. So the other thing is when you talk about you're training your ear training goes hand in hand with theory. You have to have theory to have good ear training, okay? And if you in the beginning start making picture associations with sounds, you'll find that, wow, I can recognize a sound. And we'll do that some other time, but for instance, a minor third is a happy, bright sound. Picture in your mind whatever it is, a happy, bright sound. What is that? What is that picture that you can hang that sound onto? You know, a happy face? Believe it or not, when you hear this sound, that happy face will pick up in your mind. And then you'll know, oh, happy face, boom. That's a major third. What about this? Sad face.
Ooh, sad face.
Sad face. That's a minor third. Okay? So, you hear this sound? So, all sad faces. How about this sound? What sound is that?
Is that like awkward face? Like, huh?
No, man, that's like a happy face. Jeez. Hi, Rich here again. I just wanted to say thanks for checking out my videos. If you like it, hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and sign up for those notifications so you can see all the cool guitar videos we put out each week. If you want more lessons right now, I have hundreds of them at guitarcollegelibrary.com. Check out our low-price monthly streaming memberships. And if you want to learn jazz, check out my course, Jazz Guitar Improv. I take beginner jazz players and get them playing awesome solos on the fly. You'll see the link for the JGI course in the description below. Hey, thanks again for watching my channel. We'll see you again real soon with a new video.